The very first shoe that I purchased with my own money was the Hey everybody, it's your boy RLaMar back once again. We're gonna do something a little different today. Usually we talk about my my top pickups for the week. Today I'm gonna tell you a little bit about me, how I got started, what hoops I had to jump through, and my very first shoe, how all of this happened. So tune in, rock with me. Guarantee you'll like this episode. The very first shoe that I purchased with my own money was the powder blue 10 in a size 7.5. I remember I was watching one of the Chicago Bulls games, and that's when I actually had ads for the shoes and everything. And so I'm watching it, and Just for Feet came on, and it was like, get your new Jordans here, $74.99, and they were flashing from each shoe, and people had them on, and I was like, yo, Dad, I gotta have those. Can I get them? So that weekend we drove down to Kansas City, and he got my first pair, $74.99 in a size 7.5. And I remember I took so much pride in those shoes. I actually, after every time that I wore them, I took some Dawn dish soap, and I'd scrub the bottom of them, and I'd take a fingernail file, and I'd go in each line individually just to clean it out, just to make sure that my shoes was that fresh. I actually have them here with me. These are it. Y'all see the Jumpman, y'all see this backwards. These are the original 1994, 1995 tins. That actually happened just due to the fact of, before I got my first pair of Jordans, it was going to Payless. So I was getting a Tac Force and a Viva, going to the half price store and getting shoes there. And it wasn't so much that we couldn't afford it. They were just like, here, take something. So if I wanted to get something that was better, I had to work for it. So it taught me, you know, go out there and work. If you want something, nothing's gonna be handed to you. So remember, at the first part of every school year, my mom would give me $50 towards some shoes. You weren't getting those shoes for $50 back in the day at all. So I started matching her dollar for dollar. That's how I got, you know, my 10s. Then it spawned into the 11s, and each year I would get a different colorway. I'd get something different. You know, one year I'd get the OG, the second year I'd get the Carolina, the third year I'd get the All-Star. So I always got something different. And I would say by 2003, I probably had about 15 pair of shoes total. And now, fast forward to 2021, I have over 500. It's crazy how something can happen that fast. Yo, it's RLaMar. As you know, I'm always on the road, from city to city, state to state, area code to area code. I only travel with sole premise. Got my own nicknames for the bags. The Extendo clip holds 5 shoes. The duffel holds 4, and the Weekender, AKA the commuter, holds 2. So all the bags are TSA approved. So if you need to get on the plane, you can secure the bag and you don't have to worry about anything happening to it. You can put some up top, you can put some down low. Even if you're in the car, listen, you can carry it there too. So if you're not traveling with sole premise, what are you even doing? I ended up going to Magic or Agenda in Vegas or whatnot, and I ran into a brand that I was purchasing clothes from. It was called The Freshness at that particular point. And I ran into the owner, his name was Ness. It's kind of tricky with that, as you see. And I went to a DXC with him, helped him sell his clothes, and then he brought me on board as a rep. He brought me on board as a rep, and then he switched me to a brand ambassador. So that's how I started traveling, going to different shows, selling his stuff. And then finally, after, I would say about 10 years, he was like, hey man, it's time for you gotta learn how to do this on your own. You gotta fly, man. You can't just, I don't wanna do this like that no more. I want you to find your own way. So I had to find everything else. Had to find everything out by myself. Quality, who's a good printer, DTG, screen print, sublimation. I had to learn all that by myself, but it definitely was beneficial. And the very first shirt that I did, this is the shirt that let me know that I was on to something. If you guys remember Hoodie Mello, everybody knew once he put that hoodie on, he was a completely different person. And that's when OKC got him, and that's when OKC had Westbrook, Melo, and Paul George, and they're supposed to go be this super team, and yeah. But I made that, and that bad boy sold out. That's what let me know I was on to something. So here we are today. Every week, something new, never sitting stagnant.